Mesdames et messieurs, merci de bien vouloir rentrer dans la tente de cérémonie. La cérémonie de Octobre va bientôt commencer. Merci à vous. Mesdames et messieurs, merci de bien vouloir rentrer dans la table de cérémonie, s'il vous plaît. La cérémonie de Octobre va bientôt débuter.
When you put your hand in my jacket, I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. And we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exits. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about. Right here, right now, I'm about to let the truth come out. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? You tell me now. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? Keep my feet on the ground. If I told you I was ready right this minute, I just wanna go and lay you down. I just feel like you need it's clear. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? To know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on?
You got what I need, sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat, destined by the motion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need, sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat, destined by the motion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar. All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the EDHEC celebration of the class of 2022. My name is Sébastien Diohed, and I'm Director of Student Affairs, Business Management Track.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Gergana Gincheva, and I'm the Director of the Business Management Track and Professor of Marketing.
Nous sommes très heureux de vous accueillir aujourd'hui sur notre beau campus lillois, qui est ensoleillé cet après-midi, pour ce moment de célébration que nous partageons également avec vos camarades, vos amis et vos familles qui nous suivent en streaming. We are thrilled to welcome you today on our beautiful and sunny Lille campus to celebrate this special moment with you, and we are sharing it as well with your classmates, friends and families who are following us online. The event will be held in English, but translation kits are available. Si vous souhaitez un kit de traduction, faites signe à une de nos hôtesses. No need to worry about taking pictures. We have professional photographers who will be taking photos throughout the event, and their photos will be made available to you at the end of the ceremony. Pas besoin de prendre des photos pendant l'événement. Nos photographes professionnels sont là pour ça et rendront leurs photos disponibles à la fin de la cérémonie.
Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of the professors, the staff, who have been playing a key role during 1, 2, 3, or 4 years at EDHEC, I want to tell you how proud we are to see you all here today for this special celebration. And I'm sure all your friends and parents present here, they share this pride and excitement. In a few seconds, we will call on stage a number of people who have played a key role at EDHEC to say a few words. We will also single out a few students who especially stood out academically or through their impact, engagement, and innovation they have demonstrated during their studies at EDHEC. And then, we will, of course, be delighted to share a cocktail with all of you at the end of the ceremony. But now, let the ceremony begin. And I have the honor to welcome on stage Professor Emmanuel Mété, Dean of EDHEC.
Quelle ambiance! My dear students, dear parents, dear Anne, dear Céline, dear Ulrich, somewhere in the tent, dear professors, my dear colleagues, dear EDHEC staff members, dear alumni, dear friends, it's a great pleasure for me to welcome you today on our Lille campus, whether it is on site or online. I know that some of you have probably been traveling from quite remote location. It's a gift to have you on board. Thanks for your presence. A graduation ceremony, it's always a moving occasion. Of course, it's a moment when we celebrate your success and the success of your parents. It's a very moving occasion. It's a moment when one generation hands over the reins to the next one. And as such, it's a moment when you have a very special dialogue between the past and the future. So let's talk for a while about the past. I mean, EDHEC Business School was born here in the north of France in 1906 as a non-for-profit, une association à but non lucratif, which we are still today. And I have a question for you. I am sure it makes a big difference, non-for-profit. Well, I have a question for you. Do you know who is the oldest EDHEC graduate still alive today? So, his name is Jacques Carpentier. He was born on June 16, 1918. 1-8. During the First World War, in other words. It means that today Jacques Carpentier is 104 years old. Yeah, he's very well. By the way, he lives quite next to this campus. And he was in your shoes in 1938. And at that time, the class size was approximately 30 people, mostly men, coming from the north of France. So just compared to what the school has become since that time, thousands of students coming from the whole world, professors coming from all around the world, a lot of staff, 50,000 alumni. It's our heritage, it's your heritage. And you will have to cherish it, you will have to grow it even further. So now, let's try to turn to the future. It's true that you are entering, in a world that is for sure full of opportunities, but also full of challenges, and certainly a bit frightening. It's impossible for me not to mention the war in Ukraine. I mean, my generation, we thought that Europe would be at peace forever. It's not the case. Climate change, I think I don't need to remind you about the IPCC report, the last one, and we know already that we will not be able to stick to the Paris agreements. Social justice. According to the World Bank, 70% of human beings on Earth live with less than $10 a day. I mean, the UN tells us that 90 million people in 2021 were forced from their homes, were refugees. And let's talk about technology, this marvelous technology. A research led by the University of San Diego indicates that American teenagers who spend more than 5 hours a day on social network increase their risk of suicide by 70%. Do we make a good use of technology? So this is a world in which we are entering, in which you are going to live, in which you are going to make decisions, to work. And our mission at EDHEC is to educate you, is to train you in order to meet these challenges. Our raison d'être is at EDHEC to be the school that, thanks to the research of our professors, thanks to our educational program, thanks to your action as graduates, will put the power of business at the service of future generations. And at the moment when you are about to complete officially your learning journey at EDHEC, I would like to share with you some news about your school that illustrates this for future generations mindset. The research of our professors first. 2021 has been a year of record for their academic and scientific publications, more than 200 articles. 2/3 of them relating to sustainability. I could talk about a lot of subjects because, as you know, your professors are doing research in a lot of fields, from business law to marketing to HR to leadership to inclusion to technology management to manage criminal risk management. You name them. Let's spend some time on finance. I mean, as you know, EDHEC has built over the past 20 years quite a strong reputation worldwide in the field of finance, asset management. We want to become a worldwide reference for climate finance. So we have created a research center in climate finance. We are going to invest more than 20 million euros, and we want to put finance at the service of the fight against climate change. Maybe you have seen last year we have organized a big communication campaign against greenwashing in finance. We want finance to help us fight climate change. Second news, it's about entrepreneurship. It's in our DNA to have an entrepreneurial mindset, which is necessary if we want to change the world. We have a Master of Science in Entrepreneurship in this room, right? At EDHEC, entrepreneurship is about programs, courses, incubators, the campus Jean Arnaud, next to this one, Station F in Paris. Very soon, a joint incubator with Eurecom, l'Institut Mines Télécom. And what we want is to promote, to foster the creation of what we call sustainable, responsible startups, sustainable by design. And just have a look at your predecessors. Have a look at some of EDHEC alumni who have started very impactful businesses. Yuka, for instance, I'm sure you know Yuka. Jumia, the African Amazon, the first African unicorn. 900 Care. I could mention a lot of other startups that are a great source of inspiration for you. So I really encourage you, and I hope that a lot amongst you will start a business. Last news is about social diversity. I was talking about social justice. At EDHEC, we want that irrespective of your financial resources, if you are talented, you can attend the program. Each year, EDHEC Business School spends 10 million euros in distributing scholarships to students. And I would like to inform you that very recently, an EDHEC alumnus made a personal gift of 1.5 million euros in order to finance scholarship for students. It's also EDHEC. As a result, we have had almost 1 year ago our best ranking ever in the Financial Times European Business School rankings. We entered the top 10 with nice brands that I'm sure you know. And it's once again our best score ever. And I really count on you to continue to improve this. In conclusion, I would like to leave you with a quote, as always in a graduation ceremony. And this time I would like to quote the French philosopher Alain, who said that pessimism is mood, optimism is will. So for sure, the world in front of us is a bit frightening, but you have been educated, you have been trained in order to have an impact. So you can be rather optimistic. Thank you. Congratulations again. I wish you the best. À bientôt.
And now I have the honor, but also the great pleasure to invite on stage the director of the Grande École program of MSc at EDHEC and the Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, Professor Michel Sisto.
What a joy to be here today with all of you and to celebrate in the pride that you feel, that your families feel, and that all of our colleagues feel in your success. Each of you is here today thanks to a multitude of talents that you possess, thanks to a lot of hard work, and thanks to your tenacity. But you're also here today thanks to those who have supported you on your life journey up until this day. So what I would like you to do, whether you're in the room with us or watching us from afar, is to take a moment to rise up and to express your appreciation for your parents, for your families, for your close friends who have accompanied you along the way to get you here today. So please rise up and applaud your families. Thank you, graduates. And thank you, parents. And congratulations again to all of our graduates. You are a group of socially conscious, intellectually talented, and internationally minded young professionals. Every one of you, during your time at EDHEC, has brought your unique contribution to the learning community in your academic courses and to the life experience of your peers and of the entire EDHEC community. We thank you very warmly for all you've brought to this day, and we look forward to you being a part of the community across your lifetimes. Many of you in this room, in addition to taking on the challenge of a Master in Management degree or an MSc degree, also chose to take on a double degree with one of our prestigious partners, both in France and abroad. Today we have the honor of having with us la directrice déléguée de l'École Centrale de Lille, Madame Céline Fazulot, here to represent Centrale. May I ask you to please rise? Thank you very much. And we have students in this room who, in addition to their management degrees, have earned degrees in law, in political science, in engineering, in mathematics, and you'll recognize them by a red cord that they're wearing in addition to their gown. So if we could ask all of those with a double degree to rise for a moment so that we can recognize your accomplishment. Please stand. Bravo. One of my favorite quotes that I have hanging in my office is by Oliver Wendell Holmes. He was an early 20th century Supreme Court Justice in the United States. And the quote is, "A mind once stretched by a new idea never regains its original dimension," We certainly hope that at your time at EDHEC, your minds have been stretched and will continue to stretch and expand throughout your lifetimes. At this time, I'd like you to reflect on your academic experience for a moment. Surely all of you have a moment that may have marked you. It may have been that stretching by a new idea or marked by a particular professor. It could be the professor who encouraged you to launch your entrepreneurial project, who taught you about new ways of leading, who introduced you to the 2x2 matrices from which all consultants will now behave and act. It may be a professor who introduced to you a passion for data science, machine learning, and how to use artificial intelligence for the good of the next generation. Potentially, who opened your eyes to the world of marketing and how you can make a positive impact through marketing. It may be the one who taught you about sustainability and how you can affect positive change in the world to come. What I'd like to do now is ask a few of these professors, to begin with, to come and join me on stage. Je vais commencer pour ceux qui ont débuté l'aventure EDHEC il y a déjà 4 ans, avec votre directrice, Madame Professeur Ager Jamel, directrice année pré-master. Et vos directeurs et directrices des MSc, tout d'abord Peter Daly, Professor of Management Studies. Quentin Ginissel, Directeur de MSc Entrepreneurship and Innovation. Bastien van der Linden, Global and Sustainable Business. Christophe Collard, pour le droit, LL.M Tax Management. Cédric Verbeck et Christophe Kuhl pour Data Analytics. Ariel Lee pour Marketing Management. Mohamed Benmeriki pour the Strategy Consulting and Organizations. Martin Jungst qui représente Anne Whitty aujourd'hui pour les M2 échanges. Et malheureusement, Professeur Isabelle Sequeira of Creative Business and Social Innovation ne pouvait pas être parmi nous aujourd'hui pour des raisons personnelles, mais j'aimerais bien l'applaudir fortement par tout le monde. Notre doyen de faculty, Professor Michael Antioco, please come up. Et l'ensemble de tous les professeurs, please join me on stage. All professors, please come up on stage. Now, academic life at EDHEC is certainly an important part of your experience, but only a part of your experience. You have teams who have been following you closely over the years for careers, for student life, for international relations and going abroad, and all of those who work behind the scenes to make the entire school function or at your service. I ask all staff members who are present in the room today to please join us on stage as well. Now, the common thread that's shared by all of the people on stage, regardless of their profession, is that they're all doing what they love and what they value, and that is educating and developing the next generation. So I ask you to take a moment to thank them. And I invite Madame Florence da Costa to say a word on their behalf.
It's now my turn to congratulate all of you. All the staff could say a lot of thanks, but we decided to focus on 3 major axes. First, thank you for your talent. Your career successes make EDHEC shine all over the world and increase my statistics of placement. Second, thank you for all the great moments we have shared with you during association events, career sessions, entry seminars. All these memories fill up our minds. Last but not least, thank you for your humanity. It makes you stand out. It makes us proud of you. To conclude, I will simply say to each of you, my dear EDHECs, as you are, je vous adore. Thank you.
And let's now move to the EDHEC Student Engagement Awards. At EDHEC, we are lucky to have students who demonstrate a high level of engagement in the school and in society at large. All of them, all of you deserve praise, but we'd like to distinguish 2 alumni today whose role has been particularly outstanding and who perfectly represent the school's values, innovation, impact and engagement. To give them their awards, I'm honored to welcome on stage Benoît Arnaud, Dean of Programs, and Alexandre Caron, Director of Student Engagement and Diversity. The first award recipient is Souad Kaboré. She is in New York, so she was not able to join us today, but I know that she and her family are following us online. The second recipient is Shashank Verma, and he is in the room, so please Shashank, come and join us on stage. Shashank, as class representative in Master 1 and Master 2, and as program ambassador, you served actively as a bridge between the program and the students to help us offer the best possible experience. You highly contributed to the reform of the curriculum and to the promotion of the MSc in Marketing Management. For your contributions, thank you very much. If you would like to say a few words.
Hello everyone. It is super emotional for me to speak here, but I'll still try to put the emotions into words. First of all, I'm really honored to receive the Student Engagement Award. Just to add on like a couple of more things, looking back, 3 years have been exceptional for me. I think it was like finding roots again here, which were more about friendships, contribution to the EDHEC society, and to also really integrate in the French environment. And I'm really happy and thankful to my parents who are kind of joining online today, and to all the close friends I've met in class and outside. And really, like, thank you so much for your support, and thank you.
Suad was engaged throughout the program for 4 years in the Business Law and Management track as class representative to help continuously improve student experience. This summer, she represented the LL.M at King's College London's annual Law Moot. She was always appreciated for her energy and positive attitude. Suad, thank you for all you did for the school. Please, everyone, give her a round of applause so she can feel the energy in the room from New York. Congratulations to you both. Traditionally, we have the honor to welcome a special guest to our graduate ceremonies, a guest who serves as a role model for all of us. This year, we are pleased to have with us Anne Gézère, President of EDHEC Alumni and CEO of Nous, France. Anne graduated from EDHEC with a master's degree in 1991. She pursued her career in the sectors of consumer and luxury goods, mainly within family businesses. Currently CEO of Nous, France, a world leader in premium domestic appliances committed to always better, Anne Gézère became president of EDHEC Alumni this July. An engaged manager, she aims at sharing on a daily basis her core values, humanism and exchange, values that were strengthened during her years at EDHEC. Anne, please join me on stage. The floor is yours.
So, class of 2022, how does it feel to be here on this campus for your graduation? Let's say it sounds like a good start. For me, it's a very exciting moment. Although I must recognize and confess I have absolutely no memory of this campus. And no, it is not because I had too much beers during parties. It is indeed because in 1991, as you kindly reminded everyone, EDHEC was only located on one campus in the center of Lille. EDHEC Nice did not even exist. We had a few international exchanges and yes, at that time, a blackboard was actually a real board on which we would write with a chalk and clean with a sponge. I know, feels like ages. So what an incredible transformation, huge acceleration has EDHEC gone through over the past 30 years. It is not only the environment or the technologies that have changed. Today, EDHEC brings a wide range of experiences, face-to-face, digital, educational excellence, of course, to overcome the challenges that you encounter. Today, chers diplômés, you are all digital natives and socially conscious. Today, at EDHEC, you created and grew up at Station F, sur le campus Arnaud, your own startup, supported by a whole entrepreneurial network. Today, at EDHEC, as Michel shared a few minutes ago, some of you even have unique and valuable double degrees in diverse subjects such as climate and sustainability finance with Mines Paris PSL, such as business law and management with the Faculté de Libre de Droit, such as public policy management with Sciences Po Lille. Today at EDHEC, of course, you traveled around the world. You studied in different continents. You might have even studied in Central Lille, Imperial College London, London School of Economics, or the University of California, Berkeley. Today at EDHEC, there are two talented young women who are leading the transformation of la course croisière de l'EDHEC. So not only are you undoubtedly fully prepared fully equipped for the challenges of tomorrow, but already prepared to tackle the many challenges of today. This, thanks to this exquisite education you have received from your teachers, mentors, and tutors, in addition to all what you have learned during job shadowings, internships, and associative experiences. As from today, you have the full power and therefore responsibility to make an impact on our planet, our environment, our communities, our companies. We need you, and I know you will meet up to these challenges. But beyond all what has changed since 1991, there is one thing that fortunately has not. Studying at EDHEC remains, and thank you, Shang for reminding us of that so kindly. Studying at EDHEC remains a phenomenal, amazing experience beyond expectations. And my memories on this are very vivid. This is probably because the pioneering but never pretentious spirit of our school, the ambitious but humanity-focused vision of our school, and the absolutely joyful and radiant energy that our group provides to our ecosystem. So this is why, beyond my personal emotion today, I am honored to have the responsibility of being la marraine de la classe 2022. But then now, how can I help you? How can I help you learn from my mistakes, from the small bits that I got or learned? Well, perhaps by handing to you as a gift for the years to come 3 little sentences in French that have influenced and lighted my own journey. The first one, je ne crois pas au hasard, je crois seulement aux rencontres. There are no coincidences, there are only encounters, said René Char. So take a moment to remember the encounters that have led you here today, to this graduation ceremony. Which encounters had the biggest impact? Was it with an inspiring high school teacher? Or with a supporting and loving parent, giving you roots and yet also wings to fly away? Was it with a convincing student as a career forum, or a classmate with whom you shared so much during group projects? Whoever this person is, make sure to be grateful, to express out loud or even in writing your gratitude to them. One of these people is presumably sitting in the room with you today, but allow yourself to be surprised by the number, the variety, the quality of the new encounters you will continue to make. Be proactive. Do not wait for them. Make sure to generate and to encourage them for the rest of your career and life. Yet how? Well, quite easy. By seeking a best friend at work, by carefully choosing your life partner, presumably not where I did best, whatever. Identifying your best buddy. Why not let it be an EDHEC alumni? Yeah? I'm sure Martin will tell you more about that in a few minutes. And once you have these encounters, why should you even have them? Well, in order to have someone sincere and honest at your side, in order to have someone to whom you can share and disclose your thoughts without fear of being judged. Because you need someone who can help you to always do better immer besser, as we say at Miele, to learn and grow, to take risks, and yes, to support you even when you fail. Because even with encounters, one needs to be lucky. Which leads me to the second sentence. La chance, c'est une compétence qui se travaille, a dit Philippe Gabillet. Luck is a skill to be practiced. You are starting out your professional lives. You will see, it can be great, it can be passionate, you can have lots of fun at it. Don't lose sight of that. Do not compromise, either too much or too long. Have fun, work hard, but play hard. And never forget that the best way to grab opportunities is actually to be an opportunity yourself. By working and developing what makes you unique, by opening yourself to the world in a generous and sincere way. Giving is just as important as receiving. And yes, I know I sound like a mother saying that. This is what my twin daughters remind me or tell me quite often. Well, speaking about motherhood, here comes the third sentence. La vie n'attend pas. Life does not wait. And this quote is from my own mother, Frida, and it has been quite useful. La vie n'attend pas. It helped me leave a job or a boss when they were no longer in line with my values or my desires. 30 years of professional life goes by very quickly, so you might as well dedicate yourself to a team or a cause you believe in. La vie n'attend pas. It has helped me to be grateful for the encounters and challenges that came up and to understand that they had to be embraced because some opportunities only come once in a lifetime. La vie n'attend pas. It has helped me to be resilient and face adversity, and I'm sorry to say they will be for you as well, you know it, of course. You have to keep going. Make sure to get back up after each failure. The key thing is to get back up at least one time more than the number of times you fell down. Voilà. To conclude, let me, as an honored marraine, pass on this baton to you, chers diplômés, to each and every single of you. Continue to make a positive impact. Now even more, now at an even broader scale. What a great mission. You are fully prepared for it. We need you, we have faith in you, and we will be by your side for the project we will carry out and for what you will transform. On your promising and exciting journey, please just remember, from time to time, the 3 little sentences shared on your graduation day by your marraine. Je ne crois pas au hasard, je crois seulement aux rencontres. La chance, c'est une compétence qui se travaille. La vie n'attend pas. Good luck to all of you, class of 2022. I wish you well, and will always hold you close to my heart. Merci.
Thank you, Anne, once again for your moving words. Academic excellence, as you know, is at the heart of our EDHEC philosophy. Professors, we are lucky to teach students committed to learn. This is our best professional reward, see you committed to learning and curious to learn. And I can confess, as a professor, when I see an exam copy deserving 20 out of 20, I'm very excited and proud of you. And I'm sure this is the same for my colleagues. Of course, all of our students, they deserve to be applauded for their academic performances. But we would like to distinguish some of them today who have demonstrated an outstanding academic performance in their respective specializations, Master of Sciences. Let's start with the Master of Science in Management Studies. To give them their awards, I'm honored to welcome on stage Professor Peter Daly, the director of this MSc. And I'm also delighted to welcome again Michel Sisto to share this moment with our students. And the best student of 2022 class MSc in Management Studies is Rishab Shanna. Rishab, please join us on stage. Now I would like to ask Professor Quentin Génicel, Director of the MSc in Entrepreneurship and Innovation, to join us on stage. And your best student is Niklas Kostrup. Please, Niklas, join us on stage. Now, on behalf of Professor Isabelle Sequeira, for the MSc in Creative Business and Social Innovation, I would like to ask Peter Daly, you are already on stage, sorry, to welcome your best student, who is Mario Samak. Let me call on stage now Professor Bastian van der Linden, Director of MSc in Global and Sustainable Business. And your best student is Eva Bufti. She couldn't join us, but she is following remotely the ceremony. Let's welcome on stage Professor Christophe Collard, Director of the LL.M in Law and Tax Management, to welcome his best student, Saïd Radi. Saïd, please join us on stage. Saïd is maybe following remotely, but congratulations to you. And now, I said at the beginning I'm Professor of Marketing, then it's a huge pleasure to welcome on stage Professor Hua Li, the Director of the MSc in Marketing Management, and your best students for 2022, Victoire Nardi. Please join us on stage. Let's welcome on stage Professor Mohamed Ben Meriki, current Director of the MSc in Strategy, Organization and Consulting, and the best student of this MSc, Madeleine Cerclé. Please join us on stage. Welcome on stage Professor Christophe Krug and Cédric Verbeek, directors of the MSc in Data Analytics and Artificial Intelligence. And your best student is Filippo Pisello. Please join us on stage. Finally, as you know, EDHEC offers many international academic exchanges for our students. Some of them have been abroad for their M2 year. Then I'm very happy to welcome on stage Martin Jungst, professor replacing Anne Wheaty, director of our M2 International Academic Exchanges. And your best students are Astrée Guigou and Noël Godwin Saldana. Please join us on stage. Congratulations. A picture all together.
Being part of EDHEC alumni also means entering traditions, sharing aspirations and commitments, embracing values. These are all summarized in a key document, the Pledge of Loyalty, a copy of which is in your bags. This text is the symbol of your degree and of the core values that your school would like you to remember and personify. The pledge will be read by students themselves in recognition of their engagement and exemplary behavior at EDHEC. These two students also played a key role as chief admisseur in welcoming all candidates this year, thereby contributing to the excellent reputation and high level of selectivity of the school. Please welcome on stage Tiffany Flatres-Berthelot and Lévis Duval.
As a proud EDHEC graduate, I pledge that I will develop and use my knowledge and skills to make a positive, real impact on society. I will apply my curiosity, my capacity for boldness, and my entrepreneurial spirit to innovate and change practices for the better. I will seek to inspire others by acting with integrity and in a responsible and ethical manner.
I will use my EDHEC experience to promote new ways of living and working together in a climate of caring and trust, and which respect equality and inclusiveness. As an EDHEC graduate, I will apply the school's values of engagement, open-mindedness, and creativity to make the world around me a better place and to serve future generations.
Thank you. Thank you very much to both of you. As you have heard, this pledge is all about values. responsibilities, about having a positive impact on society. The world is facing many challenges, and the environmental one is not the least of them. At this stage, we'd like to put sustainability at the heart of the ceremony, to raise awareness and call for action. To do so, I'm pleased to welcome on stage Anne-Charlotte Saufplan, double degree student with École Centrale de Lille and Master 2 Academic Exchange student, to say a few words.
Dear students, dear teachers, dear staff, and dear parents, I am here today to give a speech that could have come from many other students present today. A growing number of us are frightened by the ecological tragedy we are witnessing. It is unthinkable not to mention these issues during a graduation ceremony that marks a turning point in our lives as citizens. That's why, in line with the national student movement pour un réveil écologique, as our own EDHEC en transition community, as Etienne this morning, and in echo to the interventions of our peers at Centrale Nantes, HEC, Polytechnique, AgroParisDec, and so many others, I would like to call all alumni and our dear school to further integrate environmental issues, measuring up to the emergency. This summer, I called my uncle, a shepherd in the mountains. We were talking about our respective concerns. I, my future job à La Défense. He, the drought, its repercussions on his goats, and more generally, the fear felt when faced with a completely disrupted ecosystem. The difference in concern hit me. We are completely disconnected from the natural realities of life. This year, we have all witnessed extreme and deadly climate events. Everywhere, people and animals are dying of hunger and thirst, drowning, suffocating, and burning. Ecosystems are suffering, and we, like all other species, are part of them. The belief in humans' ability to free themselves from planetary boundaries is unconscious and delusional. The IPCC is categorical. We must succeed in reversing the curve of greenhouse gas emissions by 2025 if humanity is to have any hope of keeping a livable planet. And yet, our carbon budget far exceeds the targets for reaching the Paris Agreement. And climate change is only one of the environmental challenges, and others, like biodiversity loss, are also threatening our future. Let's not forget that with the ecological crisis also comes the question of social justice. It is no longer a question of hypothetical futures that could affect the next generations. We are those generations. We are the first generation to be born with an expiry date stamped on our foreheads. Everyone in this room will witness unprecedented disasters and is already witnessing extreme events. We are already experiencing man-made global warming and its dramatic consequences. We are living through a sixth mass extinction caused by human activities. Tipping points and planetary boundaries are being crossed. However, as far as global warming is concerned, limiting the effects is still possible and of utmost urgency. Every ton of greenhouse gas counts. So, as EDHEC taught us, let's make an impact. Let's question our priorities and convictions. Let's take our responsibilities and learn to exercise our critical minds. Let's be radical. We are all actors and spectators in this system. Individuals, governments, and companies must work collectively to respond to the challenges. As young people, we are often called idealists. If being idealistic is hoping to live on a planet with breathable air, then yes, we are idealists. Let's stop the reassuring speeches, overcome paralyzing pessimism, and move to realistic action. As a response to these challenges, concepts are being created, such as green growth, social corporate responsibility, and sustainable finance. But is it a coincidence that these concepts have clear limits and, at the same time, none of them question the very foundation of our current economic system? We call on you, students and alumni, professors, staff, and parents, to rethink your jobs and lifestyles, to make them viable in face of our planet's biophysical limits, to fight and rebuild against an obsolete system. Is the success we want a 5-figure salary to destroy our ecosystems? What's so prestigious about ignoring the cries of alarm of scientists around the world? We do not admire leaders, top managers, and CEOs who fail to recognize the planetary limits. On a planet with finite resources, it is time to question the economic laws that govern our professional world. As EDHEC graduates, we will be entrusted with responsibilities. We have a moral duty to use them as a lever for action. We must question the coherence of our jobs with the current challenges. What could be more prestigious and fulfilling than working every day on issues that have a positive impact on people and the world? Environmental issues are complex and systemic. Let's stop managing companies solely from an economic point of view. Let's include biological, physical, and social considerations in every decision. Our education gives us access to a fine understanding of the economic system in which we evolve. Let's use our skills to question the current paradigm and participate in its evolution. Let's finally dare to talk about degrowth. Some will turn to research, some to innovation, some will infiltrate the system, others will desert it. In any case, our mantra must be frugality. We must slow down and rethink our consumption patterns. Let's force governments to speed up the transition and push the companies to change their practices. We cannot negotiate with the laws of physics and life. We can only be humble in a natural world that is far beyond us. We, students and alumni, will fight in every possible way to guarantee a livable planet. Our professors talked to us about disruptive innovation and impact. Let's follow their advice and reinvent a viable economic system.
And Charlotte, can you please stay on stage? Thank you for these words. And of course, thank you for sharing with us your concerns and engagement. And all professors and staff, we share also those concerns. And awareness, we of course do during our courses, but this is not enough, as you said, and we need to change our lifestyles and our actions. And to do so, to give you an example of what we do at EDHEC, last 7th of September, we started our first EDHEC Sustainable Campus Challenge. The idea is simple. Small changes make big differences. And we asked our students, all the 700 MSc students, current MSc students, to think how they can change their lifestyles and their daily behavior on campus first. Then, to give you an example, we, for example, asked them, how can you reduce your meat consumption at lunch? How you can be motivated to come through public transport to campus. And a second action, we have created with our Director for Sustainability, Cécile Legrand. I saw you, Cécile, just a few minutes ago. You're over there. Please come. We have created the EDHEC Sustainable Committee. And I would like to invite you to be part of this EDHEC Sustainable Committee because it's composed of staff, professors, current students, and you and Etienne, you can be the first representative of our alumni. Thank you, Cécile. Thank you. It's all about engagement, and before we move to the next sequence, I would like to share with all of you some beautiful and memorable moments of your EDHEC graduates, of our EDHEC graduates. Parents, are you ready to see your children parade on the catwalk? Let's now start the moment you have all been waiting for. And we will start with the MSc in Management Studies, preparing our students for careers in management with a special focus on key relational, reflexive, and ethical dimensions of management. With this specialization, our students acquire an expertise in the management and leadership of people and projects and enable them to transition into a managerial positions. I call on stage to welcome his students, the director of the MSc in Management Studies, Professor Peter Daly. Now, let's welcome the MSc in Management Studies 2022 class graduates.
Thank you very much. And now is the turn of the MSc in Entrepreneurship and Innovation, which helps students unleash their potential as a person and as an entrepreneur. The program encourages students to think differently and work towards creating something new for the world. They all gain the personal and professional skills to create dynamic new startups. I'm delighted to welcome on stage the director of the MSc, Quentin Génicel, followed by his 2022 graduates.
It's now time to call the MSc in Creative Business and Social Innovation, which prepares our students for an international career in the creative economy, managing enterprises in the arts, culture, or humanitarian sectors. I call on stage Professor Michel Sisto to welcome the graduates of 2022 class in MSc in Creative Business and Social Innovation. Please join us on stage.
Congratulations. Let's now move to the MSc in Global and Sustainable Business. This MSc provides students with state-of-the-art competencies for generating profitable and sustainable business growth. It prepares students to build a healthy environment and an inclusive society by creating global business solutions for tomorrow's economy. It is my great pleasure to welcome on stage the director of the MSc, Professor Bastiaan van der Linden. And please, the class of 2022 of the MSc in Global and Sustainable Business, come and join us on stage.
Thank you, parents. Please have your seat back. And then now let's move on the LL.M in Law and Tax Management, designed to give students an in-depth understanding of the practice of business law in international law firms and corporate legal departments. This program opens the doors to a wide range of positions in the legal world, such as business lawyers, in-house counsels, legal tech lawyers, or compliance officers. It's my pleasure to call on stage Professor Christophe Collard, the director of the LL.M in Law and Tax Management, and your graduates, class of 2022. Please join us on stage.
Congratulations. Let's now turn to the MSc in Data Analytics and Artificial Intelligence. This program prepares graduates with good quantitative skills for a wide range of positions and opportunities where programming, quantitative skills, critical thinking and business management skills are essential. They acquire skills to implement, use and monitor new disruptive technologies and to be at the heart of business decisions. Please give a round of applause to Professor Christophe Krug and Professor Christophe Verbeek, the directors of the MSc. And all the MSc graduates of 2022.
Congratulations to all of you. And now let's move to the MSc preparing for my favorite discipline, the MSc in Marketing Management, which is a generalist program helping our students to gain advanced knowledge in the marketing discipline. It gives them the chance to supervise real-time projects through close cooperations with global companies. Students also choose between two specializations, luxury and fashion or entertainment and services. To welcome the students, I'm inviting on stage Professor Hua Li, the director of the MSc in Marketing Management, and your graduates of class 2022.
It is now the turn of the MSc in Strategy, Organization and Consulting. This program equips students with management consulting skills and strategic thinking to deal with business realities and perspectives. It prepares students for a wide range of positions where critical thinking, intellectual agility, and a deep understanding of strategy-related issues are crucial. I'm delighted to call on stage current director of the MSc, Professor Mohamed Benmiriki. And SOC students, make some noise and come and join us on stage.
Let's move to a quite huge group. Those are our international exchange graduates. Every year, we send students to over 100 partners who share EDHEC's aims for excellence over the 5 continents. There, they acquire crucial academic skills while developing their international nature. With this group, we also invite students who have studied the M2 online. To welcome the students, it's my great pleasure to welcome on stage Professor Martin Jungst. Please join us, representing Professor Anne Witty, Director of the International Academic Exchanges, and the graduates of 2022 International Academic Exchanges. Please join us on stage. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you. Parents, are you proud of your children? Let's applaud them once again. And thank you to all professors.
We now call on Martin Barbier to come up on stage to perform the ritual that will enable you to become EDHEC alumni forever. Martin.
It's with a strong sense of pride and honor that I'm here to conclude this ceremony. Actually, when I was in your shoes in 1988, there was no grand ceremony as this one. And I received my diploma by mail. Nevertheless, things have changed. We were 5,000 at the time. Now you are 53,000, including you guys. So let me welcome you as new graduates in this new community that you're going to join. There are 3 pillars that I would like you to have in mind when you join this community. Share, care, and dare. Share, because together we go further. Grow, learn, have fun with each other. Come and join one of the groups, one of the clubs that you'll find anywhere in the world, whether it's in France, internationally, professional clubs. Share. Care, receive, give first, receive and enrich yourself. There are many ways for you to contribute, and you can start now. As young graduates, why not support as a mentor some of the future students, some of the students who are currently at EDHEC? Dare. Dare for yourself, dare for others, dare for the planet. Be proud to be an EDHEC. Be proud. Make it shine. Wear high the colors of EDHEC with a mix of pride and humility. In French it rhymes. Un mix d'humilité et de fierté. I hope that with these 3 ideas, 3 pillars of the action of EDHEC alumni, you will never be able to say, if only I had known. Because now you know. Share, care, and dare. So let me welcome you, all of you, as graduates in your family, in your community of EDHEC alumni. And let me call here for that Anne, your president of EDHEC alumni. And Anne, first of all, we're going to check if they are all ready now for what is really the closing of the ceremony, which is the stern of tassels, which actually symbolizes your graduation. Are they ready, you think?
No. No, they are not ready.
So we're going to we need to check if they are ready. So are you ready for your graduation? You know what? Emmanuel mentioned earlier that the eldest alumni within the community, Jacques Carpentier, is 104 years old, and actually he lives like 500 meters from here. So we need to make sure that he can hear us. So make some noise! Sounds better, sounds better. So now I would like, with Anne, we would like to have you follow the 3 steps that we make it work, to have the great photo at the end of the turn of tassels. The first step is for all the graduates and all the other graduates to stand up. All right. So now that you have stood up, we're going to check with Anne carefully that you put your tassel on the right side of your hat. Keep the hat on your head, put the tassel on the right side. Anne, do you think they are okay? Can you check on your neighbors? All on the right side? Excellent. Now, you are going to turn the tassel slowly from the right side to the left side. And this is the actual symbol of the ritual of passage of your graduation. And now, we are going to involve all people here, your parents, staff, faculty, and of course you guys, with a countdown from 5 to 0, right? And when we reach 0, then you can throw your hats in the air. But before that, just remember one thing. Just after that, you are all warmly welcome to the cocktail that will take place in the building over there, right? Right, and will you start the countdown?
Okay, class 2022, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
We took this back to my house. Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exits. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about. Right here, right now, I'm about to let the truth come out. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? You tell me now. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? Keep my feet on the ground. If I told you I was ready right this minute, I just wanna go and lay you down. I just feel like you need it's clear. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? To know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on?
You got what I need, sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat, testify the motion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just show.